Alright, test 1, 2, 3. What's going on, Phil Rogues? It's Mass Mayor here, and welcome in for episode 2 for Crime Scene Cleaner. So, obviously, I'm coming like right off the heels of doing my Chrono Trigger stream earlier, so I'm probably looking a little bit, maybe a little bit winded here, guys. It's kind of like how, it's been par for the course, like, me doing like the whenever I do like the 2 stream days on Wednesdays. But at the same time, I think a lot of it is also because, like, before, like, I did Chrono Trigger, I actually was able to kind of like handle the 2 stream days like a lot more. I think it's because Chrono Trigger is like, it being a JRPG, kind of like felt like a little more stressful, a little more intense at times compared to like some of the other like retro games I've done like Castlevania and everything. So that might be one reason why I've definitely kind of been a bit out of it when I've done like my 2 stream days at times. Even though like I did like before I came back to streaming recently, I was like taking a break from streaming for a while. But I think it's also just a lot of it is because of like the upcoming move and a lot of other stuff I've been dealing with. That's definitely kind of like taking a lot out of me. But I am definitely good for the stream tonight. So, yeah, last episode of this, which is my first episode, my first time playing this, I absolutely love this game. I don't know if it really compares to Power Wash Simulator, but I do like the factor that it has like a whole story to it. But it's kind of like, it's not really fair to compare it to Power Wash Simulator because they both have like, different, styles to them. This one kind of like makes me think more of like, probably like, games like House Cleaner and of course like Goblin Cleanup, which was a game that, I played the demo of not long ago. Eventually me and my friends are gonna get around to playing that when we get like full copies of it. So it's kind of like more comparable, I guess, like the Goblin Cleanup and other games where you got like, clean up trash and everything, compared to like Power Wash Simulator, which is just using the power washer. So they do their own things, but I do kind of like the little vibes they've got here about an actual story to this one. Though Power Wash Sim definitely had like a little story there that you kind of had to piece together. This one right here like throws it right at you, and also just pretty much puts the whole thing there about how you're playing as this guy, who's definitely like going into a morally gray area for the sake of trying to like keep his daughter alive and everything, to basically help her. So anyways, yeah, since it's like about 10 p.m. when I want to go and get started, so hopefully try to maybe possibly do 2 jobs tonight if I can. Since we did like 1 for the last stream, we're gonna try to do 2 this time. We're gonna go ahead and like get on into things as soon as like I do like this 3-minute break in a second. That's like I want to make sure I get that out of the way at the start, so y'all get like an hour of like get your hour of like ad-free viewing. So yeah, go ahead and do the ad break, right now. 'Cause for some reason, they actually try to sneak it in on me, like right when I started the stream. They try to like, throw the ad in like within the first 30 seconds of me going live, and it wasn't supposed to do that. I don't know what happened. But anyways, give me a few to get everything like going here, and I'll see you guys in about 3 minutes. So it's time to get the show properly on the road here. So yeah. I really am like interested to see like where else this story's gonna go and what the next job's gonna be. Okay, so let's get loaded up. Because that first, like, job, like, definitely took, like, some serious twists and everything in regards to, like, the guy got murdered. Alright, so let me see. We're gonna do this right here. Get this just a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, so it seemed like there was a bit of a delay on it for me that time. It seemed like it had lasted longer for you, because it told me it was up, and then... It's weird. Alright, of course, Dexter.
What are you doing up, boy?
Okay, so if I had to do that again, that's a big-ass thing of water. Weird. Okay, he's not interested in going and getting it. Alright, before we actually do anything else, let me kind of like, how do I do my menu again? I keep forgetting. Alright, so we gotta do, alright, cleaner vision, interphone mode, sprint, open music. We gotta do skill tree, see. Okay, so my points are still set. It's just that for some reason they haven't maybe had to do the thing where I had to right with my dog and not like I was complaining. Who's a good boy? Oh my. What?
Sorry to bother, but I have some good news and some bad news. Bad news first, Rob's boss, Big Jim, found out what we did. And he's the scariest guy I know.
Yeah, well, I'm the toughest man in the state of Texas. You don't want to strike me.
He's not mad.
Three Stooges for anyone who gets it.
In fact, he is so cool with what happened and is impressed by your skills, he'll probably hire you. So,
You better? I mean, you don't want none of this.
good luck.
This is insane. What the hell did you get me into, Tyler?
Okay. The odds of me ever doing, huh? Okay, we're just gonna go with it, rogues. Yeah. Welcome in, Bree. The fact I somehow rebounded this thing, I rebounded the ball and it lodged in the door. And it lands right there too. Okay, I need to stop with all like these bullseye trick shots. I have like Daredevil coming here trying to fight me. All right, so.
Sorry, Dexter, but it's no time for a walk.
Oh, he just sounded like he's like, well, F you too then. Okay, so I mean, like, all right, so well, I just got started, so, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be enjoying it just like I did last time. All right, dear Mr. Kowalski, I hope this message finds you well. I'm writing to provide an update on your daughter Elena's health status following her recent medical examinations. Elena is undergoing a comprehensive set of tests, and the results indicate that her condition requires immediate and sustained medical attention. To facilitate her recovery, it's crucial that she undergoes an extended treatment program at a specialized facility. This program will be both long-term and intensive, ensuring that she receives the best possible care. However, I must inform you that this treatment will be costly due to advanced medical procedures and a prolonged stay required in the healthcare facility. Oh, we're gonna get her in there. Yeah, Chrono Trigger went a little bit better because I got like held up on some stuff there, but yeah. That's we're going to bed now. There's a task in this location where I'm going to bed. Oh, that's his wife, Helen. Okay. Yeah, it's usually a 2-stream day on Wednesdays. Jeremy, welcome in, man. And also, like, just to say, formally, Jeremy, thank you again, like, for the donation to the moving goal before. I really do appreciate that. What you and Dave did for me with that. Yeah, for those that don't know, I recently set like a goal on coffee for like for like moving stuff, and thanks to Dave and Jeremy, I was able to get like get to 70% of it.
But what if that motherfucker finds out?
No worries, pals. He's too
And well,
dumb
then
to
this just
suspect
suddenly
a thing.
happens.
Loving familia. Just don't chicken out at the last moment, gentlemen.
I mean, yeah. Just shove it down his throat.
That's what.
in the bag, guys. Big Jim? More like a big pussy.
So what was? If it would have been a pencil, I would have known, like, not getting anywhere close. That guy would have been John Wick. Oh, he's got one of those. Which I do still need to watch Ballerina and also John Wick 4. Is that? Hang on. We don't talk about it. If y'all get that, you get it, but we don't talk about it. What?
My name is Jim. Big Jim. The dead guy in your trunk, Rob, used to push the product for me. He had this freaky hobby, and I was looking to cut ties anyway, so no sweat. But I have to say, I'm impressed by what she did in his apartment. That shit'll never look better. So, here's the deal. You either start cleaning for me, or I'll have someone else wiping your blood off my shoes. Sounds fair?
Going from underpaid janitor to working for the biggest crime boss in the city. Talk about overnight success.
What'd you do, Amber? Appreciate the $10 donation, Amber. So that's like, what, 80% now? Which I will say, I did use part of it. One thing I will say I used part of it for, guys, because this and I really need to do, because I explained like a few streams some time ago, I got like, this third monitor I really needed for my stream, but I need a mount to get off the desk. So I'll just say, Jeremy, thanks to you, I was able to get like my monitor mount stuff. And it's supposed to be arriving tomorrow. So, I mean, what else I got to say so far is definitely going towards the move and everything, but I want to make sure I got that out of the way, for the sake of my stream setup, because I have to keep on looking down at this. And so I got like, I had to get like a couple things for the monitor mount. So soon I'll be able to actually have it up here, like, off my desk, and I have like a little bit more real estate, like as far as my desktop's concerned. So again, thank you guys for that. I really do appreciate everyone who's been helping me out, like with the move and just everything lately. All right, so we got a set mission from a computer. As long as I don't self-destruct or something. Your mission, you choose to accept it. Where's the computer? All right, does this... oh. Ouch. That hurt. That did me the hurt. That did me the hurt right there. Is there a computer somewhere nearby and I'm not like seeing it? Let me check his room again. Right. No, that's not it either. Huh? Right. Right. Okay, I got it. All right. The clan is not that bad. Hi, Dad. I know you were busy working, but I wanted to let you know how I'm doing. Still weird living without you, but I'm slowly getting used to this place. We have normal classes. There are other kids my age, and some of them are really nice. I think they even want to be friends. I guess it's not as bad as I thought. I really miss you. I hope I can see you soon. Say hi to Dexter for me. Application for a loan rejected. Mr. Kowalski, your application for a loan was rejected. Sadly, with your current janitor's salary. I don't know if we actually touched on that last stream. Yeah, he works as a janitor. Single dad works as a janitor. Let's keep coming for this dude. You don't qualify for any of our offers. Wish you all the best. Leon the Loan Master. I hope like any future customers leave you a Loan Master. Screw that guy. What his problems? The job you did at Rob's was commendable. I got a trial task for you. And later, real job. I know I'm not talking language, bear with it. Remember, working for me means high pay, but I demand loyalty. Let's get down to business. Take all the supplies you need and head to Mike's Wellness Center. Mike's my cousin, by the way. If you prove yourself, I'll reward you handsomely. Well, I'm gonna try my best, because I don't end up like those guys, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm cleaning up your mess, ain't I? You're back. All right, so you can repeat it. All right, so it's good to know you guys should repeat. You can go back and clean the missions up, it looks like. However, my boss, Big Jim, wants me to prove my worth before hiring me. It seems this bald Migos Wellness Center needs some cleaning. Yeah, it's probably his ass that did it.
It'll be a long night.
You know what they say? If you can't clean the grime, don't do the crime. No one says that, but
Big
I just
Jim.
did. So
The man you never want to mess up with, or even know in the first place. To kill his own family like this. His name will haunt me until my grave.
yeah, so now I ask them why they call him Big Jim.
Mr. Cleaner, are you there?
What?
Hello?
I totally wouldn't answer him like that.
Hello, Mr. Kowalski. I'm now taking charge of this place as an inheritance from my cousin, so my schedule is pretty tight. However, you can take your time while dealing with his body and this whole mess.
Thanks. I'm getting down the
God damn!
That's what I like to hear.
Who killed these guys? Big Jim or the Kingpin? Jesus Christ. It's gonna cost you double there, boss. Actually, I wouldn't say that to him either, but
I need to open it from the other side.
I personally would like not to open it at all, because, I mean, look, I'm a cleaner, but I'm a cleaner with standards. Unraveling Aegis Mysteries. Alright, Anubis, Full Guide to the Afterlife, Ra, Divine Kingship, and Solar Authority. And what about that one, you know, that one mummy that they recreate his voice? Y'all know the one. And I can't really replicate it or whatever, or at least like the one that I've like that I'll use the sound for on some of my videos. But I think like the original voice when they recreated it was like But someone like did like a whole thing where it was like it's a full on shout, like ah or whatever. I can't replicate it at all, but yeah. Yeah, let's get to cleaning. Yeah, because I mean, like, you know, they've been an embarrassment to the Big Jim, and I'm gonna try to, you know, keep my brain matter inside my skull. So. Look at this freaking deviant. You could at least wash your hands. I mean, who am I to tell Big Jim what to do? I just felt like yesterday that I was like, you know, just clean up bleachers and, you know, after PE class or whatever. But oh no, I mean, now we're just like, you know, clean up bodies. Okay, so let's see. Where's my Mr. Bucket? Yeah, that's the wrong thing. What the hell are you? Oh, when did I get a pressure washer? Or I guess because I got like the perks for it. I gotta fill it up with water first. Oh, here we go. Alright, so I gotta be a certain length away from the pressure washer at least. Okay. Alright, so it's kind of like I get this taken care of. Okay, and I'm gonna actually probably just carry it with me this time. Damn it. Yeah, they're not letting me pick it up the way I did before. Hang on a sec, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room real quick, Rogues. Even though I said I was gonna refrain from talking about like all this like as much as possible on my streams anymore. The whole thing with me moving is basically the BRB was because of like the whole reason why I'm moving, which is these people next door. Like I said, I'm not really gonna be discussing this that much anymore. But hope you guys didn't hear it. Someone like outside, like just like pretty much yelled out, yelled something. Here it is, like almost 11 p.m. out there. Apparently can't use it inside, like can't respect still that there's people living right here next door. And so I basically just got a bit verbal, I'll admit, making it very well apparent that that I felt about it. And someone next door in their car, like, turned the music up after I did that. So if you guys hear any music or anything else, please just bear with it. I really am going to be happy when I do get moved out of here, so you guys won't have to be dealing with, the the constant BRBs like this. I do apologize for it, even though it's nothing like it, I've been able to control. It's just, yeah, well, they got the music up out there. I know they're probably doing it to spite me. Whatever. At the end of the day, hopefully I only got a few more days before I can get on out of here. Yeah. Just wanted to address that because I knew there was no way I was going to be able to come back to the screen, like, without looking flustered. But we're going to continue this, and I'm going to continue to play this game for you guys to get this episode out of the way. Just sorry about that. So anyways, yeah, I've been trying to, like, figure out how to get this thing picked up. If I do end up going on another BRB, and you guys will know why. Yeah, I mean, it's actually has been, like, about a year now, give or take. But now you guys see, like, why I'm so thankful for, like, those who've been helping me out with the moving fund. Because it's gonna definitely make, like, getting out of here, like, a lot simpler. Because, I mean, while I was out of town today, I did get, like, some stuff like packing tape and everything, some stuff for the move at least. But yeah, it's just stupid. It's been, like, a whole stupid situation that I'm just tired of. And I know you guys, like, some of you are definitely, tired of me, complaining about it. As when I've tried not to on my streams. But, see, now it's giving me the option to pick it up. I don't know if I showed that before. Yeah. I'm thankful for those who have. Well, they look pretty freaking relaxed if you ask me. It definitely ain't red Kool-Aid. It definitely ain't cherry Kool-Aid. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get this floor cleaned up the best we can. I'll clean up the trash first. Should I clean up the trash first or the, we'll just do this.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
You probably just put that right there. I just know I'm gonna probably, like, spread, like, blood stains around or footsteps. So I can do this, that way I don't have to worry about cleaning around it.
I'm not a garbage man. I'm a trash collector.
We definitely got, like, we gotta pick up, so. Ew. How am I supposed to get that one if I can't get in there? Unless they want me to walk around the long way. Or not. I gotta drain the pool. Okay, yeah, I gotta drain the pool. Yeah, we're gonna get our hands dirty, but not that dirty. Alright. Kind of like put it all to the side. So yeah. Clean this up. Figure out where it goes. Yep. It's broke. I don't know if it's broken it or what, but it ain't turning on.
Keeping up with those pasta eating mama mias make me sick. But as I've been shopping, taking out Big Jim.
Newsflash, you failed.
I got connections with his cousin Mike from the old school days. I'm gonna sweet talk him into slipping some poison into Jim's family dinner. Your job? Make sure no funny business happens during our meeting.
They had a well-thought-out plan. Mike and Rick could execute well, but got executed instead.
Yeah. Thought out they probably would have discussed that in person instead of texting it. Oh my god, or voicemailing it. Or whatever mailing it, okay? I'm flashed tonight, guys. My neighbors suck. Deal with it. Just bear with me. Okay, so there's a key right there. And I'm probably just gonna work on trying to, like, get, like, floor's cleaned up some. I kind of like seeing more what I'm doing, like, you know, basically get that out of the way. You know what? Here, to try it. Okay, so now we're... The only thing is, it's not as refined as Power Wash Sim, but, you know, it's probably better, like, use this for the door. Yeah, it might be best to, like, use this for doors and everything, and maybe, like... I guess that's clean. Figure out where this goes. Where would this go? I'll probably just put it in the corner until I figure out what I gotta do with it. Alright, clean this up.
I should clean it first.
Trying to, like, see, like, what... Yeah, that seemed like that... I don't know, it feels like that's kind of like getting it cleaned a little bit quicker than the, power washer does. It's, like, just about, like, trying to figure out, like, what works best for what, but... Okay, Yahtzee. Fudge. Okay. See, this right here. I get to the floor as quick as I can. Like, make sure I... Oh my god. You got, like, Freddy Krueger on him? Like, you drag him up the wall or something? Well... Yeah, they must have really pissed Big Jim off. Okay, I want to pick this up while I'm at it.
I'll have to search the lockers for evidence as well.
Okay. Do that in a bit. Alright. At least, like, most of the blood's cleaned up from there. Wipe up all blood, 14% left. Okay. This back. Okay, get this cleaned up right here. It seems like it doesn't always give me the prompt, like, to pick it up. Might help if I clean the sponge. Put that back.
There. No one will even notice.
Well, I mean, outside all that or whatever, I mean, we got... Let's, you know, crawl before we can walk here. So I can't like just like, you know, just the water was clean. I mean, that sounds bad. I should probably consider like using it for the mop. I mean, it's not like anyone else is really coming in here like righteous yet anyway. All right, so where's this one go? I'll put it right here until I can figure it out.
I need to clear the way first.
I mean, clear the way. Oh, right. There. Consider it cleared. Okay, I'll clean it up. I don't give a shit.
Something is blocking the way.
Really? Okay. We good now?
It won't move like this.
It's so particular about it. What about now? There. Like, oh my god, like, you know, the very destructive bloodstains. You know, it's just gonna, like, block the entire path here. Apparently, there's, like, some kind of, like, blood magic steel keeping it from me putting it where I need to be, apparently. Shit. Ah, fudge. Okay, I'm gonna open this thing up all the way. Hang on. Tired of that. Alright. Alright, once more with gusto. Well, I mean, I already know how... Yeah, okay, so...
Someone was feeling stabby today.
Yeah. Lord, Amber. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. Speaking of the other guys.
Huge guy. Probably a bodyguard. Swiss cheesed with a sharp object.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take him on out.
Fully relaxed, not knowing someone is about to stab him. Peaceful death.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. Look... yeah, I mean, I don't think he went out that easy.
I can't open it from this side.
We're about to. Yeah, I mean, I play Bloodborne. I know about my shortcuts. Three points. All right. All right. We still got a ways to go on getting things cleaned, obviously. We'll get it. We're going to get it, though. All right. Definitely need the pressure washer for these. No doubt. If I find it. Where's the pressure washer? Is it 4? Unless I got to recharge it. That's probably what's going on. I probably had, like... I swear this thing was blue a minute ago. Alright, let's just get everything up around here and then we'll go from there. Fudge. Alright, so yeah, that's definitely, apparently, like, alright. There's so many moving parts, like everything I gotta, like, work with here. And also, I just kind of like miss like having my my little precision thing where I can just kind of like stand in one spot where I can just like go back and forth and everything. Like as far as like the aiming style. Crap. Okay, fill it back up. Then I gotta worry about stepping in this. Okay, at least that's a quick way to let me if you need me to change the nozzles. Oh yeah, change the nozzles like that. Okay. All right. So it can reach all the way over there. All right, good to know on that. Wait, hold on. There might be another tap in here. Wait, hold on. So there's... Okay. That's convenient because it's closer, so... Okay, let's see while we're at it. Open. What if I do? You're gonna use the hunter as a bookmark. Yeah, I'm gonna steal from you just for like, being like, I took that one out of just to humble that guy. You're gonna use like $100 as a bookmark. It makes me think of like those Instagram channels where those Instagram pages. I mean, I can't remember. It was like some kind of rich kids thing or whatever. I can't remember was that what it was, but they were like basically. I've talked about this on streams before, and then like they were using like iPads as drink coasters, and one person was talking about. I think he had like he actually had his own private helicopter or two or whatever. He was trying to decide which one he was gonna take, when he flew into prom and stuff like that. Basically, it's just like it seemed like it was just like some rage bait stuff, just for say like trying to piss people off, who don't have that kind of money. Like I don't know if it actually was legitimate. They actually really were that rich, but I don't know if you guys have ever actually, seen the pages or seen the but like I said, they're on Instagram, and it's just that was like a few years back, like literally talking about I don't know. There was like definitely like some very spoiled things they said. Like basically, like I think they got like a Lamborghini or whatever, but they were upset because their parents didn't give them the car they wanted. But it was but the car they got was a Lamborghini. It was just definitely those kind of things where it was kind of like very much in the same vein as like like a good example being like a video I saw some time ago of someone like slicing a pizza, but they kept slicing it over and over and over and over and over again. And obviously like the same, I guess, same vein as like someone intentionally like eating a Kit Kat, like just biting into it instead, like breaking it. Okay, I may have to drain this to get the rest. But you're gonna use like $100 a bookmark. No, I'm taking that. You can get back that. You can get at that point in the story whenever you choose to, whenever you want or whatever. But me, I'm gonna go and buy my own books with your money that you used it, like with the money you use, like to bookmark your book. I don't know what happened there. I mean, that totally wasn't me. Let's clean it up. What don't you just pick up? I like he just picked up some trash and it wasn't even telling him to.
Time for a bag swap.
All right. Okay, let's not do that again. Okay, so we still need to figure out exactly where the rest of this stuff goes. It don't seem like they tell me until I get close to it. I know wherever this goes, because wherever this goes, yeah, I'll be putting like the plan on it. Yeah, this is strange. Yes, that's the only thing. One of the only things I'm really am kind of like frustrated with this game, where I don't know if it actually really shows you like where you got to put stuff. That works. So you can use the cleaner stance. All right. Sorry, I tried to put it there a second ago and it didn't work. So yeah, the cleaner stance works for like knowing where to put stuff too. Okay, that's handy. Very handy. So where's this thing go? Ew. So, I don't know if this thing goes anywhere at this point. Your story item locker W42. Here's that one. Oh, a whole ass gun.
Apparently, criminal savoir-vivre does not allow taking weapons to the sauna.
Probably would have helped if he did, but
Won't budge. I need to find a matching card.
I mean, Big Jim like came in like ready for war apparently.
Our solarium guarantees a very even tan all over the body.
Oh, he got that Final Destination 3 tan is what he got.
More like a very balanced barbecue experience all over the body.
No, he got that Final Destination 3. That's what he got. He didn't get the Brazilian. But Brazilian, obviously, it's a completely different thing. I don't know why I said that. Which they probably do waxing here. I mean, y'all never know. Yeah, and the irony of it being Anubis right there, an Anubis statue. Okay, I'm gonna have to get this water drain. I think there was like a setting over here. I was hoping that was for the water. Oh, wait, hold on. Here it is. All right. 5843.
Screw this.
Hang on.
Fuck. Shit.
Okay.
Piece of shit.
4715. Oh my god. I'm gonna hate those. I can already tell I'm gonna hate doing these. No doubt about it. Yeah, I probably should have paid attention to things. The pushy clouds. Probably what, like, maybe, just maybe. I'm trying to figure out, does this go on something? How did... Alright.
VIP access denied.
You say that, but... Wait, did I get it? Oh, shit. Well, the water's clean at least, but... Alright, so I did it right. My guess is I put these where they were supposed to be. Okay, now it should be draining. Okay, I'm not touching that again. Because we obviously know like what that's a rebrand of. Yeah, this is where like a lot of that blood.
Probably slipped out of the hands of a clumsy criminal.
But yeah, what moron would try to use that? Not a water pistol.
Another one.
Another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust. Okay, clean this up. That's not how you do it. Okay. I'll be so glad when I get the unlocks where, like, you know, this stuff is not going to be, like, you know, where it actually can be clean for longer. Yeah, this definitely is, like, a slower game compared to Power Wash Sim as far as, like, just... Alright, you're gonna, like, definitely kind of, like, you know, just... Make sure I don't step on it while I'm cleaning, just keep moving. There's the ducks. I just like the whole fact that when they died, like, they were, like, apparently, like, you know, just doing ventriloquism through the ducks. Actually, well, they weren't really doing ventriloquism. That's, like, the way the game, like, showed it. I thought this dude was having a nightmare because the ducks were talking or whatever. I was like, wait, what's going on here? Okay, clean it again. We're not doing that anymore. We are not doing that anymore. Okay, I'm just hoping this isn't a glitch. Like, all right, there it goes. Because it previously wasn't clean like it was supposed to. I kind of want to take these ducks home with me. Okay, and now they're squeaking. Okay. Okay. I'm just hoping I'm not gonna be doing anything this bad when I play water park simulator. I don't think I will be. I mean, there's almost gonna be like a lot less murder involved in that. See, every time. Okay, yeah, I gotta, like, you know, empty it out again. Okay, and yeah, there's gonna be like another ad break in about 11 minutes, guys. Just wanted to give y'all a heads up on that. I just put this. I need to like get in the habit of just like make sure I carry everything like right along with me, so that way I can go ahead and empty. Fuck. Empty stuff, or basically clean stuff. Clean your, and then like bring out the mop. Rinse and repeat, like right there. Still like a little bit more to this that I need to clean up. Yeah, right there. You definitely kind of need to use this here because like some of the stuff is like it's very hard to see. Okay, how much more we got? All right. All right, Pool. How we looking now? All right. Trash out of here. I really need to watch where I step. Okay, yeah, I got a little bit of blood. I think I'm just consistently like making more of a mess than I'm actually trying to clean, it looks like at times. There's that. The plant. Is the plant clean? Just there we go. Alright, there's that. That's out of the way. My ass. Alright, I don't know if I gotta put these anywhere, but I'm just gonna try to get them out of the pool. I don't know if these glasses can break. Alright, ducks out. Alright, let me see. How are we looking at in the pool now? Still definitely a little bit more I gotta clean up here. God. Oh, you. I think I'm trying to mop me. That's what it's doing, Rogues. Okay. Oh yeah, we got like some right here. I mean, it looks... I guess maybe it's okay.
Remember not to stay in the sauna for too long, as it may cause sleep disturbances or negatively affect your well-being.
Oh, trust me.
B letters on his tattoo could stand for Norman Bates. Or Nomad Block.
I mean, it looks like Norman Bates got a hold of him.
Either way, he shouldn't have gotten in Jim's way.
I was going to just get these bodies cleaned up. See, that guy got a mullet. He has got a mullet.
Shot dead at close range. This must be Mike, the owner of this place.
Former owner of this place. I knew he always wanted to get at me. But he crossed the line by getting
It's the way he fell in there.
other gangs. And nobody ever crosses Big Jim.
I just thought about why does he sound like a mobster Vin Diesel?
That's the spirit.
Okay, just punching the dead guy in the nuts
Slice
by accident.
Throat
Alright, so... one more body. Oh, this is the crispy one.
Cleaning comes before fixing.
Well, well, I mean, I don't think his ass is going anywhere, so... I'm just hoping that this is actually fully clean now. I mean, it looks like it should be. Push gonna shove, I'll come back. Okay, this don't like this is gonna take too long. What? Okay, another locker key. Yeah, I might want to clean those up. Yeah, gotta clean up the casings before this case is closed. Again, it's odd how this game is actually so relaxing. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I figured it wasn't gonna take me too long to get this little spot right, this little nook over here. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna look great without all the stains. Make sure I do this job, otherwise, like, Big Jim's gonna make sure that, like, some of these things are gonna be mine. That was weird, like, it wrung it out, like, right there after I already wrung it out. Okay. Probably gonna want to go ahead and get this, probably dumped in just a second. Yeah, probably a good idea. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I can reach this with the, yeah, I may need the power washer for that one. Let me go ahead and go get it. This reason why I like having one that's on a backpack. Okay, yeah, this is working much better. And I'm probably about to be out of juice. Yep. I think I can get the majority of it right here. Or half of it, somewhere along there. Alright, so go ahead and do this, and while it's filling up, I'll go ahead and go get the bucket. Okay, that was weird. Go right there and go and get the bucket and put it in there, because we're definitely going to need it in there next. Alright, let's go and wrap up this one. What the hell? How did... So there's a bunch of residual stuff there I didn't notice. Yeah, I definitely can't wait to get like some of the upgrades. Are gonna make like some of this stuff like a lot easier. It's gonna be slow going for now. Once I get, I mean, that's the only thing that bugs me about this. Like, it seems like you got it or whatever, but you see, you can barely see any of that. All right. Yeah, so it might just be a good idea to just like use the... Okay, looking a whole lot better, but that, well, let's see if I can get with the mop. All right. All right, we might have to do one more with the power washer. Also, ad starting soon, guys, so just, yeah, I'll be right back. So hopefully we'll have this job finished for the next ad break. So we got like a little bit more we gotta do here. Fortunately, I'm dragging more like footprints around, but. I was going to. Shit. I just bop the table like for no reason with that. Okay, I should take care of that. Nope. Okay, is that everything in here now? We good? We are not good. Okay, I think that's. I swear, if it's. Oh, no! Oh my God! Don't tell me. Okay, never mind. I was gonna make sure I couldn't like. All right. I guess that's everything's clean in there. Now I have to come back and look around a little bit more, but looked pretty clean to me. Jeez. I don't think I'm done with all this. Whatever. Like I realized there's like a lot more I still need to clean up. So it's on me for like coming back out here the way I was, like, you know, just willy-nilly, would like have to run in a room like full of blood. Okay, I think this area is mostly good to go now. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like for 5 bodies, there was definitely like a lot more blood than it seemed like there should be for 5 bodies. But, I don't know, maybe there wasn't enough blood. Is there ever enough? Was it? Was it ever enough? I don't know. I'm going to put this in here. You know, so I guess we're coming up for the Dark Brotherhood here, since like saw like the "We Know" hand sign there. Yeah, it's not really a whole, like, it's really not too much to that. All right. I mean, we're looking pretty good out here, I think. So we just really just got that room and this room. Now I'll look for the evidence after I finish cleaning. Well, speaking of, how many like things you use to kick their asses?
What the actual fuck? I've seen people slicing pizza with this.
As I had pizza for lunch today. Hey, it wasn't me now. Don't look at me. That's not my pizza slicer. Mine's got a plastic handle. God.
Need to empty the trash can first.
Kobe. Okay, as long as I don't break anything else, we're good. I know one thing's for certain that I'd like to do tomorrow, as far as on Discord. I know, like, me and, my friends, like, some of my friends, like, we're talking about, like, trying to, like, get an early start on watching some horror movies before October rolls around. But I was able to get a copy of Fantastic Four First Steps, and I really want to watch that, so that might be something we do, like, over either tomorrow or over the weekend. Because me and some of the group were talking about, like, what, we were, like, basically, because I've never seen The Black Phone. And so, we've been, like, they're talking about watching that as well. So, yeah, there'll definitely be some kind of movie night probably tomorrow on Discord. Yeah, there's... Ew. Oh, my God. Okay. Should be able to climb up here and clean this without much issue. Yeah, like I said, once I get a few more upgrades, like, the jobs should start passing a little bit quicker. But also, I'm having a feeling they're probably gonna scale things to match the upgrades. Well, not really scale them, but, I'm pretty sure the devs will probably figure that people would, like, have, like, a few upgrades under their... God damn it! Under, like, a few upgrades under their belt. So they probably, like, definitely will scale, like, the later maps to be bigger or whatever, or have more to do. Let's go and get it out of the way. Why not this... There. Now y'all can't sneak up on me now. Hashtag Legend of Zelda, bitch.
Need to empty the trash can first.
Okay, now that all that's out of the way, is there anything else that wants to get broken? What about you, Plant? You want to be next? Okay, so another card.
Why did they even bother locking them?
We're like 85% complete. Alright, yeah, clean this up. And we just got one more room, and that'll be a wrap on the job. Wait, where are we on? Okay, we're pretty full on this. We got like a good bit.
So much blood, I'm seeing red now.
Okay. I can fill this up. Dump out the trash again. At least this time there's... Damn it! Okay, let's try to... Yeah, I'm feeling like I might get framed. We're talking about, like, you know, blood and everything. Because here's the thing. They're talking about the entrance and changing rooms. Well, okay. That might be the blood. Okay, that might be what we're talking about. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, because we haven't been able to get in there, and I was thinking that might have been a twist. But yeah, there was just like a few spots here I didn't clean up. Look at that one little spot right there. All right, evidence. I'm going to finish cleaning first before I get the evidence. Yeah, there's... Yeah, like I said, I'm going to, like, you know, use the key cards after I'm done cleaning. That's, I mean, I've gotten the hang of the game. It's just like the controls at times still catch me because there's like so many different tools you have to use, and also just different ways like you go about using them. I basically have to pick that down and then pick it up or whatever, and I mean, I guess that looks pretty... I mean, it looks pretty good to me now. Except when it's not. Okay. If I have to come back to it, I will. Alright. Beth, I'm bored out of my mind, hubby. Beth, been here for an hour. Mike, just 10 more minutes, baby. I'll make it up to you. Buy me a jacuzzi, like the one you have here. Mike, when we take Jim out, we can sell this whole business. I can go fuck each other's
She was Mike's wife, apparently. They were planning a coup, but Jim outsmarted him.
I mean, well, I mean, the son in here is hot and bothered. I mean, not really bothered. You know, he dead, but we ain't got to talk about that. Here, sir, you need to cool off. Look, I only had one chance to make that joke, and I was taking it, okay? Alright. Look, I've seen Final Destination 3. Y'all are not about to shove my ass in there. I got you didn't comment on it that time because you was basically because you was talking about like another one and then saying like why they even keep them locked or whatever. And that time it's like okay whatever I'm used to it. So what was that thing I picked up? I'd used before then. Where'd this come from? Oh God. So where'd this thing come from? See, it didn't show that before. Really? Okay, yeah, I forgot I can crouch. Okay, I think we're good there. Alright. Now it's saying like move furniture back to its original place. So all it should be left is the Anubis statue. Alright, let's go ahead and get this cleaned up first so I can get him on out of here. Okay, I think it's good. Alright, thank you very much. Okay.
That's what I call a gruesome death. The pursuit of beauty can be fatal.
I thought that was a dude in there. I ain't gonna lie. I wonder if that's the... So I guess that's the wife? Yeah, I get it. I didn't think about it. The owner. That... A spa like the one you've got here, or a hot tub like the one you got here. This is the wife of the owner. Ah. Yeah, Big Jim didn't cover... What the hell she do to you, Jim?
Sorry for what happened, ma'am. We don't think about it daily, but the human body is such a soft machine.
Ugh. Ah. What the hell's that little... Okay, well... It's bad that when I listen to this, it looks like this is just like a full-on spray tan. Like right here. Like, burnt the spray tan off of her. But why would she be in the tanning thing if, if she... Like a bunch of Cheetos dust. Yeah, it's gonna... Okay, yeah, this is gonna take a little bit of elbow grease. And the fact, obviously, the machine is on or whatever, so I don't know how I'm, dodging, getting a massive safety, electrical hazard here. Yeah, this does not want to come off. Oof. I mean, it is, but it's slow. I mean, I could use detergent, but... This thing is not really taking too much more effort or whatever, it's just... I mean, this thing was probably like a giant, sandwich, one of those, hot sandwich makers. Or, I mean, might as well have been a giant waffle iron at this point.
piece of work.
Okay. We are done. Well, no, we're... Okay, well, this spot is... But I like how, like, I just had to get that little bit and then, like, clean up the rest. But, yeah, of course, we had, like, you know, that... Yeah, that 80 synthwave background. Which I've always thought these, like, you know, look pretty cool. Alright, so we got, like...
Mateo's Pizza. I'll order one with pineapple for me and Dexter.
Okay, now don't get a hit on yourself. Me personally, I don't care if someone eats pineapple on pizza or not. But this dude right here, he's trying to get a hit on himself. I just gotta check something real quick though. Okay, just want to make sure. It said, like, you know, dogs can consume pineapple in moderation. Too cold to make it to the recording session. Out of the hood.
Hey yo, this is my demo song for Rockefeller Records. And hey, here we go. Hey yo, I'm the shit. Rick better sign me quick. I'ma find Big Jim and end him with a rice and ice cold since the day one. No man block, the prodigal son. I'ma do it with your mom. What? The fuck you want from my mom? Wait, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, man. Don't hit me.
Man thinks he still rap better than some people I know.
Say, not making it out of the hood with this one.
Anyways. Oh god, what the hell? I guess they're trying to say there might be, like, there's another, like, key card somewhere, or maybe not, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I already came in here, but there's, like, definitely some more to unlock, like this one. I'll take that. And what about this one? Okay, so it must go back to this other one I saw over here.
You know, I'm something of a VIP myself.
No, you're not. VIP.
VIP access granted.
Yeah, thanks.
So what's it do? Swanky. Don't mind if I do.
I'm sure Big Jim won't mind me taking it.
I'll consider it as your tip for the night.
I think as long as, like, you ain't got to get on his bad side, where he seems like he's actually pretty chill, but he also made sure they were pretty chill in the morgue. I got he just, like, he's like no fucks to give as long as I've just basically done this job for him. I did like he wanted or whatever. It's like, hey, you know, that's his stuff. You know, if you want to take it, don't let me stop you. Apparently the VIP sections where they just like sit there with art and just roll joints and everything, and that was a pretty cool, nice little touch, though. I mean, this game very much encourages exploration and looking around. And I like that, so. And there was like one more locker.
It might be worth something.
God. Everything I touch turns to gold, then to cold, then to rust, then to dust. Okay. Looks like we're done here for this one, Rogues. Get a hell of a payday out of this. Okay. See, we're just gonna like just do this realistically. I said, real. Oh my god. Like I said, like leave the crime scene when you're ready, and literally there's like that big ass puddle there. Okay, looks like we are good. Nice. I got. Of course, I definitely, missed like a chance, like, to do like a, they could have definitely went with like Bloodbath, Body and Beyond there. Or Bloodbath and Body Works. I'm sorry, guys. I just saw something right here. So I got a comment on like one of my little gym posts on my YouTube channel. So I just noticed I just like looked at my phone for a second, and someone like it said, I had a guy say, "God damn, I'm straight, but after seeing this, I don't know." Well, I mean, I'll take it as a compliment. I don't really think like insanely high in my appearance, but I do try to take care of myself. But yeah, that little comment on on my thing from like a few days ago, from a couple days ago, kind of just made my night. But yeah, I like it's just called Ice Cold Bobby. Wait a minute, we got that guy's mixtape. Oh God, did we actually get the entire song? Yeah, Ice Cold Bobby. Yeah, because I think we actually got his actual mixtape there, because we listened to the record. I kind of want to listen to the rest of the song. Complete Trial by Blood mission. Complete the Trial by Blood mission with perfect score. I just love the name Ice Cold Bobby. I mean, his ass is probably ice cold. He's probably literally in the morgue.
How are you doing, Dexter? Did you know Daddy started a criminal career?
And he'd be the perfect type of dog where it would actually like sniff him out. You know, he's the German Shepherd. That's like a police dog, so.
Mr. Kowalski, congratulations. You're hired. Just stick with me and nothing bad will happen to you. Is that clear? Anyway, gotta hang up. Ladies don't like waiting. Call you soon.
So, I'm hired by the mob. Organized crime, here I come.
Well, I mean, I don't know if Big Jim's anything to go by. If he's the one responsible for all that back there or whatever, I mean, I don't think you really got too much to worry about as long as you don't like get on his bad side. Problem is, let's hope that bad side isn't like all sides. All right, so 8 points. Increase all stats by 30%. Microfiber enhance. Okay, see, I like that. Increase the speed of using mops and sponge by 10%. Increase all stats by 30. So the problem is we got like, alright, oh, wait, I haven't unlocked it yet. Okay, that's the thing. And probably the reason I was struggling with the sponge a little bit. That's 5. Hold on a second. That pressure... Alright, no. Alright, the pressure washer. See, I've been using that more now. Increase clean coverage by 20%. Increase pressure washer's ability to clean difficult stains. That could definitely help. So apply that one. Increase tank capacity. I'll go and get that. Tools. Garbage can. Increase maximum number of combined garbage bags. Oh, yes, that was the lamp I used before. Or 2 detergents. Not really bothered with that. But I definitely do need to use this at some point, like for the extra buckets. I don't really care about the detergents too much. That could be really handy. Yeah, I'm gonna go and just get that because this way I won't leave any stains behind at all. That okay? Yeah, I know I definitely use some points there, but that is gonna definitely be like it's gonna like keep me from having to go back and clean stuff. The ozonator might be nice, but so for the sponge, we're gonna like do that. I got 2 points left. Carry additional sponge. You can carry additional mop. That'd be nice to have. But let's kind of like just look through the rest of this. All right, no. Tools. Bucket. You can pour 2 detergents. See, cleaning. One more time. Honestly, at this point I don't really care about like the whole thing like them not getting stains as much because the thing is if I can make it where it can clean difficult stains like increases the mop's ability to clean difficult stains by 20%. Realistically, if it's cleaning them up quicker, then there won't be like any stains really like stains worry about like slowing it down like staining it. So I'll do the same for this. Okay, that's that. So yeah, and increase all stat. And I'm definitely gotta probably work on this. I don't know if it actually really shows my stats is the thing. It says increase all stats by. I don't know if there's a way to really see my stats. All right. I do want to kind of like maybe go ahead and take one more job, depending on how big it is. I just want to at least see. Two birds, one tragedy. I just wanted to help. All right, 2 birds, 1 tragedy. I just wanted to help her escape from a toxic relationship, but ended up making a terrible mess. I never meant for it to go this far. Now I have to get rid of the body, or they'll lock me up for killing that son of a bitch. You have to help me. What did you do, Will? Tyler Novak. So that's the job. Let me see. Mr. Kowalski, I regret it for you that your request for a salary increase was denied. Our budget's a bit tight this year. Hope you understand. Laura Palmer, school principal. P.S. The entire school staff wishes your daughter Ellen a speedy recovery. It's not how they keep on like twist the knife each time. Like with then wish you all the best. All right, Tyler Novak, how's it going? I guess it's been kind of busy for you lately, but I hope you're getting paid well. You're not like really mad at me, right? I just wanted to give you a quick update, as you were the one who got me out of this mess and more. You see, Rob wasn't so irreplaceable after all. Jim kind of felt he was a psycho, so I think that's why he trusted me so easily. Now I'm the one in charge of selling pot. I got this gig thanks to you. We should celebrate we should celebrate sometime. I can invite you over for dinner. I make killer mac and cheese. So you say that, Tyler. I've also know, like, you know, you also make a good killer. I've seen your work, and I'm not turning my back on you. I mean, you can turn your back towards me, but I ain't turning my back on you. Terrible. Horrible, but I don't care. Toxic. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So what happened here? Toxic relationships. This is going to be bad. This is going to be... I don't know if I want to see this. Concerned father wanted to get his daughter out of her toxic relationship, so he decided to take care of her suspicious boyfriend. However, not everything went according to plan. Well, I'm having a feeling he got her out of the relationship. What the hell?
Never mess with parental love. If something like that ever happened to Elena, I don't even want to imagine such a thing. Because I already know that I would do anything to save her.
Question is, would you have anyone to clean up your mess? Oh, shit.
Beautiful place with not so beautiful aftermath.
This is supposed to be an accident? Plus side to it is, I like the fact it's raining outside. I always like, you know, when it rains in a level. See, this is what I was saying before. I knew this thing was blue at one point, so how'd it turn yellow? I knew I wasn't imagining things like when I was playing this previous. I knew this thing was blue, so how did it end up yellow? And I just knocked the hell out of it. Hang on, let's get the right thing equipped. Yeah, it definitely is. At least it's clean. Okay, at least now I gotta worry about like marking anything up, and I get to test out my upgrades, so... I'll leave this nearby, but I'm not gonna use it quite yet. What would be nice if there was like something that can increase the range on it. Alright, so now I can pretty much clean it at my own, not have to worry about like, you know, leaving any footprints. Which is gonna be nice. I hope there's nothing wrong. I mean, I didn't get any like alerts like I did with the Bloodborne screen where it's saying like, you know, the stream dropped or anything. Yeah, for those like who don't know what I'm talking about, like yeah, I didn't see anything where it said it dropped or whatever, so I'm hoping it's not going to. Yeah, like I said, for those who don't know, when I was doing my Bloodborne stream a couple days ago, had like some issues with the stream completely trying to drop. You know, like it immediately started back up. It led to like, you know, my my most recent Bloodborne stream splitting into 3. Oh, they got macarons. That's all Kyle's fault. First he got you hooked on drugs. It's all Kyle's first. First he got you hooked on drugs. Now he's gonna turn my baby girl into a whore. You don't get it. We're soulmates. We're in love. Here we go. We're soulmates. We're in love. It's not love. This is a disease. If he hurts you again, I will fucking end him. You do that, and I'll kill myself. Save my life, you sick fuck. Oh, yup.
Hate will tear us apart, one family at a time.
One of these, yeah. So yeah, Father, why is there a random ass eggplant? Stop. What the hell's up? Not an eggplant. A grapefruit. Why is there a random grapefruit in the drain?
Looks fine now.
All right. I'm just gonna say, I'm just hoping that the daughter did not go through what she said she was gonna do.
With a full bag.
All right. At least I can place it like before I clean it. Okay, let's just go and get this out of the way because they're not gonna break it. Oh, this one doesn't want to break though. I have to have it like breaking things when I. Okay. At least we're. My thing is, I got so many questions here. Like, how is it that, you know, all this happened, or whereas all this pandemonium down here, and then somehow the guy ended up draped up there? Yeah. Okay. This is just because it looks to me like they fought down here, and this, obviously there's like this is way too much blood. Oh shit. And here's what.
Neat little hiding spot. Didn't work though.
So that's the. Let me go and go check things. So is this the father?
Was this the potential client?
I definitely am liking the effects and the sound of the rain, though. Yeah, this. I think this actually might be one of the sadder ones for sure. I'm just worried about who that third body's gonna be. At least it's going to just get the bodies up, because the thing is, she did say that if she did anything about it. But if he did anything.
An angry father had a little chat with his daughter's no good boyfriend.
Rogues, I want to go ahead and like, try to get it over with.
Won't budge.
Let's see if I can find her. If it's her.
Locked.
That's concerning. Ah. Yeah, I think like the coziness kind of went out the window with this one, guys. I mean, it's obviously still a cozy game, but the story damn sure ain't. But I guess it's like kind of like shows like, you know, just why this game is such a hit, I suppose, because the fact that the devs like somehow was able to make like a game with a very dark story actually, you know, soothing in a way, I guess. It's just because, you know, behind like it's basically there's so many layers to it. You got like a father right here, like doing everything he can to save his daughter and everything. It's showing, I guess, like the darker side of humanity, but also you got like a hero, like a guy right here that, you know, you really want to root for. You know, he's doing things that, by all accounts, like definitely make him put him in a morally gray area. But you know, you definitely want to root for him. It's like kind of like the way they did the storytelling here. It's kind of like you definitely got like bad eggs. It's showing like, you know, a darker side of humanity. But also kind of like having like light there, I guess, like in a very weird way that makes any sense. You got like the guy who's like the lesser of two evils, I suppose.
Time for a bag swap.
And he's like cleaning up messes for people who are actually, you know, nowhere near like, basically a guy who's doing terrible things to clean up stuff for terrible people. Or a guy down his luck, you know, doing, like, clean up. You know, doing, like, yeah. It's really hard to kind of explain the game, but, you know, the way I'm trying to interpret it, but, or how I see it. But, you know, you got a decent dude just trying to do what he can for his daughter, you know, in a, tight spot, doing, you know, doing something terrible, you know, decent guy doing terrible things for terrible people. Yeah, we'll just say it like that.
First things first, gotta scrub, scrub, scrub.
And you also kind of, like, see, like, with some of this or whatever, he was, like, showing respect, you know, to the victims. You know, like, in the first one, he was, like, saying, like, to one of the, like, the girls that was murdered that, you know, the person who killed her, like, you know, was in the bag, you know, he basically got what was coming to him. Alright, let's go and get this.
Someone brought extra arguments for family talk.
Question is who? I mean, I'm just, like, wondering, like, I mean, obviously, like, the whole situation with this or whatever is that we got, like, a guy who apparently got, like, this dude's, like, daughter on drugs, and it seemed like this is, like, one of those things where no doubt no one won. No one won in the end. Perfect grooves. I like the coloring on that. Good luck with your exams. You got this. Let this music help you stay chill and focus that. I like how they actually have, like, little attention to detail, but damn, that one hit the feels. Okay, yeah, yeah. I definitely know, I'm definitely not, a David Grohl or, Neil Peart. Or Shannon Larkin, or... You know, insert name of, like, you know, other famous drummers. All right. Probably want to just try, like, you know, focus on each area first. Yeah, see that? Yeah, you see right here, like, the smaller messes. Just cleaning them up, like, a lot quicker.
All work, no play. Goddamn.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think I said this about one of the previous places, but yeah, I would honestly love to live in a place like this. But also, if by chance I ever did, like, make it, you know, my goals as a content creator or whatever, and actually did, you know, achieve something of this as a career, really, because I've said this before, this would be something cool to have. But honestly, I just would like to just have me, like, a decent little small, like, apartment or whatever, you know, where I just, like, a decent roof over my head. You know, that's all I could really, like, you know, care, you know, that's the main thing I'd like, you know, care about. Like, I really, you know, would not have to need anything this big. It'd be cool to have something like this. But if I just had, like, me, like, you know, as long as I'd have, like, a roof over my head, and things were affordable or whatever, you know, and I basically, you know, had food, you know, roof over my head, food in my mouth and everything, I wouldn't complain. And this is, like, definitely nice digs. I mean, I like the design they did for, like, the buildings. Hey, what's this right here? Oh, hold on. We'll get back to that in a second. Because really, you know, what I've kind of, like, you know, just... The way I've kind of looked at it is that my dream home would be, like, either, like, you know, somewhere, like, you know, in a spot, like, you know, where there's plenty, where, like, it snows pretty, you know, where there's definitely, like, you know, snow every winter, because I miss, like, having snow, considering, like, I actually grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, and it was, like, you know, beautiful winters, like, you know, there, you know, when we got snow. But I'd like to have, like, something where, you know, I mean, I don't know if I'd really say, like, a mountain area, but I just, like, think, like, you know, somewhere where it would be cool to have, like, little bonfires with my friends. You know, where they come over, have like a backyard where I can do have bonfires, and we can just like sit around talking, eating pizza and stuff. Something like this, like I said, would be cool, but just, you know, just having like an area like where I'd feel comfortable, where, because I mean, I guess it's like also 'cause I'm cold natured. I hate summer, you know, and I hate the heat. That's the reason I'm happy it's fall. You know, like, you know, it's technically fall now, even though it's still taking a little bit of time for it to actually get cool weather again. But I'm someone like, you know, who's always been like cold nature, where I felt like, you know, much more comfortable in the cold. So I guess that's the reason why I would love to have something where like it would be like snow more often and everything. And like I said, god damn it. And again, just I'd like to have like a place like, not like, again, something like this would be awesome, but I would also like, you know, be completely okay with like something small where I can at least, you know, big enough for me to stretch my legs, but small enough to where it wouldn't like really be, you know, bigger than necessary, I guess you can say. Like, just like, you know, space, like, you know, that for like, you know, me, my hobbies, you know, people to come hang out, just, you know. Yeah, because I mean, because where I'm moving to, the good news is where I'm moving to actually does have a bigger backyard here. Because really, my house here, there basically is no backyard. So I was actually going to try to, like, maybe, like, look, you know, check out, like, the real estate, like, once I, you know, like, basically what I got to work with, like, when we get moved, or when I get moved. And see, like, I actually might be able to possibly do something with, like, a bonfire there. I mean, I don't really have, like, a whole lot of people I can invite over to it, but, you know. Because really, like, Mickey DT43 is, like, the only one that, like, lives here in my town. So, invite him over. And if my other friends, like, live closer, yeah, I mean, definitely be bringing them over, like, you know. It'd just be nice, you know, just to, you know, sit out and just hang out for a while, disconnect from the internet, you know, and technology and everything, just sit in front of, like, you know, one of nature's, you know, nature's most beautiful resources, you know, fire. Just, you know, sit in front of, like, a bonfire and just talk and, you know, have food, so on. Alright. Okay, at least we're getting it done, like, 65%, so. Like, I'm, like, just saying all this about, like, you know, just wanting, like, you know, just got, like, these little laid-back goals and everything, as I'm, like, you know, clean up a crime scene. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping, like, eventually I might actually be able to, like, actually just get entirely out of this town. I mean, it's been my home most of my life, but I'll say it straight up, there's not really anything for me here. I mean, like, a lot of the people that I used to hang out with here back in the day, they've either moved on or, you know, they moved on to other towns, or I'll go ahead and just say this. I've had, like, a few friends who passed away. And, so yeah, there's not really, like, a whole lot too many people here that really give me a reason to stay, other than my mom, and like I said, and Mac. How are we looking now? Almost there. Okay, see how much more we got. Okay, we just got the trash right here too, but Or the sad thing about it is I'm cleaning up a house for people they probably don't even live here anymore. Who are dead. That's the bad thing about this. If the father lives here, I'm covering up, like, you know, evidence of the father's crimes, but he's not even alive. If he was the one that died, that's all dead up there, he's not even allowed to be held accountable for his crimes. I guess it's, so I bet this way it's just like it's a mercy cleaning thing. In regards, like, so that way people don't, like, you know, I remember him as a murderer or anything like that. But anyways, guys, it's going to be like another ad starting in about 15 seconds. Okay, at least I actually just noticed down there it actually does show the thing, like, over in the side. Where it has, like, the little 9 second thing. I might actually eventually raise that or lower it. But anyways, yeah, about 5 seconds. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, yeah, so I don't know why it did that. Yeah, because Amber was saying in the chat that she didn't get an ad or whatever. I don't know what happened there. That was definitely a weird one, because it was showing like at my end, though, it said ad starting soon. That's what I can tell here. Is for some reason my showing like the active stream time or whatever. I'm not like it hasn't even moved. That's the weird thing. Like my ad manager in OBS, it's like literally like the active stream time hasn't even budged. Okay. At least we're like 81%. Everything down here being clean. I wonder if the power washer would work on this. You figured that would actually work a lot better. See, again, guys. Power washer's yellow. It was blue a minute ago. I don't know why it changed colors. Ew. Alright, where's the... honestly, I hate cleaning the carpets. These things are absolute...
Hard to get used to this.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Gotta clean behind it, but... no big deal. Yeah, realistically, you figure that painting will be ruined.
I can't put it back like that.
I guess where it's messed up. What are you talking about? Oh. Well, that explains it. Alright, much better. Alright, we're getting there. Yeah, this area is mostly done. I mean, just... a bit more we gotta, like, you know, where's the rest of that blood? Yeah, it's like... well, let's just go ahead and just get this out of the way. Really? Okay, yeah, so... yeah, so knocking that over, actually was a bad thing. Alright. Yeah, it would be nice to probably like, try to upgrade my cleaner sense a little bit too.
Time for a bag swap.
Okay, where do you go? Shrine of the Silver Monkey. Okay, there was that one, there it is. Alright. Probably might as well just go empty this out again, because I'm going to need it again in a bit. Alright. What else do we... alright, yeah. There's... still a bit. how much more we got? Like, is this part of it? Yeah, alright, so this is part of the ground floor. What would this will do?
That should lift the lockdown.
Lockdown?
The girl believed in a true love. Ended up in a true crime.
So, is this the father's house or the client? Or who is this? So my guess is the father came here to confront him. And the boy, okay, yeah, so I knew like the father wasn't human trafficking, whatever. So yeah, this is like, you know, the house of the, so he was human trafficking. I'm guessing, yes, so Zhao Yu, 21 years exotic. Sophia, 19 years extra thick. Sophia, 21 years Latina. Isabella, 20. And Jane is the in progress, so yeah. Yeah, he was trying to traffic her. The only thing that, well, I don't understand. Oh, I think I get it. Maybe. I was wondering if it could be he came here.
Well, well, well. Look what we got here. Fuck me. Shit.
Okay, I need to stop trying to do that. Alright, I got it. I'm trying to figure out whose house this is.
Voila.
Yeah, I don't think her father was responsible for all this. I'm just trying to figure out why, like, her father's tape was over here. So I guess it's the father did come here trying to, like, you know, because let's be real, like, why would the father, like, you know, be playing drums unless the daughter was interested in it? So my guess is, I guess, like, the father came here to confront him. He tried to hide back here. There's, like, a whole lot going on here. I'm trying to unpack. First I thought that was the father's house. Yeah, I can only hope that maybe the father actually did get away. Yeah, so my concern is, like, the father died, and who knows where the girl is. Because it showed like it was basically in progress for the for her on her or whatever. Like they didn't actually, you know, finalize it yet. Yeah. Let's just hope we're not too late. Whatever. He ain't gonna be drinking it.
Need to empty the trash can first.
The main concern I've got is that you don't really see, like, I haven't seen, like, any living NPCs in this. And they said 3 bodies. So I'm hoping nothing happened to her. Wipe up all the blood. Just like right here, so don't mind if I do. Hey, where's this last little remnant of... Right there. Still wasn't enough, though. Make sure, like... Alright, where's this last... little bit of... Oh. It's a little bit left. Said like wipe out all the blood or whatever, so... Wait, hold on. Okay. Well, hold up. Then like... I'll take that. Jeez, where's this last little bit at? Well, that would... Holy shit, how'd I miss that? Okay, we're good now. See, the lockdown is... They literally washed their money. Oh my god. Got those kind of degenerates. More of these ducks. I mean, like, what's the deal with the rubber duckies? Is there some kind of code here I don't know about? Alright, there's that. Area's looking good now. Now this is concerning.
I'm taking this home.
Like, I don't even want to imagine like what that scumbag was doing with her. Okay, let's put this right here. All right. Crap.
Holy fuck. He did not mention this. Does he even... No?
She said she'd do it. Damn. Lulu's suicide. Oh, she left a suicide note. And okay. I used to believe true love would set me free from my family home, which I saw as my prison. When I finally found love and decided to run away with you, it was like all my dreams had come true. I never imagined we'd be so miserable together. You got me to believe that drugs would solve our problems, fix our relationship. Things only got worse. I loved you, but you can only love yourself. Now I have nothing to live for. Ouch.
Her last farewell to this wretched world.
Yeah, let's get her out of here.
Exhausted from drugs and toxic relations, she went out on her own terms.
Yeah. This wasn't the best terms. Yeah. This one definitely took a turn, rogues. No, I don't want to throw her. Shit. I was trying not to throw her, but... You're telling me, does the client even know where? We still don't know if that guy right there was the father or not. Yeah, let's... Yeah, we're gonna focus on cleaning this up right now. Anyways. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get like the... Pops right here like it didn't take fall damage. Oh my god. I guess we need like something like lighthearted to happen like after all that. Jeez. Yeah, I'm focusing on this right now. We're gonna do right by her. I really, like, I was able to like put the candle out. I really was wishing there was gonna be like a happier ending for her. This definitely has been like probably like the saddest mission so far. But I knew like thing is when I like knew that this was gonna probably I saw like the water source, like, okay, that's a bathroom. That really had me concerned about what I was gonna find in there, and sure enough, it was exactly what I figured it was gonna be. And that's one reason why I feel like the person that was draped over the thing, because he even said like, is this the client? Because the only ones we know that have been involved in this whole thing have been the boyfriend, her, and her father. Yeah, but just kind of like go ahead and say this straight up in the chat. Like, ladies, for real, as far as like, you know, in this right here, as an example, no man is worth you reaching that point. You know, they're not like, there's no man alive. I'm speaking like, you know, on the entirety of my gender here or whatever. You know, and also, you know, just, you know, obviously speaks, you know, for both, you know, both genders and everything. You know, guys, like, no girl is worth, like, pushes up this point. And ladies, no guy is ever worth, like, you know, pushing yourself to this point either, or reaching this point. So if you're, like, you know, as far as, like, toxic relationships or whatever, I mean, I myself have been in some, like, straight up, you know, but I made sure, like, I definitely, like, had the strength to walk away no matter how much I cared about them. And I know, like, in some situations it can be very, you know, hard in regards to, like, you know, the guy being someone, like, who honestly scares you. But never degrade yourself to let your life, you know, be in someone else's hands like this. You know, it's something that maybe in cliche what I just said, but for real, you know, it's no person is... I know this is a video game I'm playing, but this definitely does, like, have, like, you know, some definite ties, like, you know, things that do happen, like, probably a bit too commonly, you know, IRL. That's one thing I kind of, like, you know, feel, like, definitely respect the devs this on, like, the fact they actually they actually went this way with this. The fact they actually, you know, were able to kind of, like, go in and do this game that's cozy, but it also does touch on some very, you know, real shit. You know, real stuff that sadly happens. But again, no guy is worth anything like this. No girl is worth anything like this. So, you know, always know your worth, guys, you know, is worth more than letting yourself be in a situation like what happened here. Okay, well, I mean... Yeah.
I see that Plan B had to be put in motion.
Yeah. But yeah, this one was definitely a touchy one, and I'm going to say I'm definitely going to like obviously do like a disclaimer warning on YouTube for this one. It might be a good idea to try to like definitely make sure I do so on my Twitch title as well in some capacity. I'll just say, I mean, this has been like an awesome mission, all things considered, just from a storytelling standpoint, but I really hope I don't have to do anything else like this. I mean, the first mission was definitely a little bit rough too, but it had a little bit of comedy to it, like dark humor to it, and the factor that, well, I mean, there was some like, you know, I don't know if it really was like dark humor. I mean, it was just dark. But just the whole factor that, you know, you pretty much, you know, the guy in question got away and actually ended up taking out someone who was like, you know, much worse than just like a drug, you know, much worse. And he actually ended up like getting a raise over it. And he was like, you know, that one had like some comedy to it. Like the guy ended up that you basically went and cleaned up after ended up like, you know, in a way being a hero. He basically, you know, kept like, you know, things like that happening to more women, but this one's different because this is another thing where like, you know, women are being targeted in a way. And the good thing about it is that the dude responsible is not going to hurt anyone else, but unfortunately, well, like, it's kind of definitely bittersweet as bad as it sounds. I don't, like, obviously I'm not, you know, it's hard to kind of explain it like this, but, you know, the one way to kind of look at it, that's like one silver lining, which is a very, very thin, you know, thread to that lining, is that, you know, she didn't end up getting trafficked or anything. You know, he was trying to basically, you know, use her for that, and she, you know, like the protagonist here said, she went out on her terms, but even though it was still, there was a lot of collateral damage, a lot of people got hurt. But the main thing is that, you know, she also, best case scenario would have been for her to, like, you know, to live through it and get away from him and live through it and everything. Though someone like this, obviously, you know, if he, like, the only thing that would have been concerned, like, the concerning factor is that if she would have, like, got out, he would have, like, you know, tried to find her and, you know, kidnap her or something. Who knows? But yeah, this one was just purely dark. The first mission, like I said, had that dark humor to it, and that the guy you saved ended up being an accidental vigilante. Like he served, like, he actually, you know, dished out accidental vigilante justice. But this, it definitely feels like there was no winner. And the fact that she got pushed to that point where by someone who definitely didn't deserve her, and she was much better off without anyway. Like, you know, yeah. Just sucks, you know, she went, you know, that happened over someone who honestly wasn't even worth it at all. Again, storytelling standpoint, devs did a great job. But God knows, like, you know, the heartstrings got tugged. But I guess that's what they were trying to do with this game. They want to make a game that was kind of like, you know, you're obviously in the shoes of someone who's doing some very uncomfortable things for, like, you know, for his daughter, like, all he's got left, pretty much. And like you know, and again, like he basically was like kind of like, I guess, like feeling for the father, and that he said, like, you know, he'd be, well, you know, he's been doing things, he, you know, would do anything like for his daughter. Could have been. I mean, that door down there was open. We don't know, like, when she did this. Because if there was a family confrontation, it could have been like, you know, that she found the letter, stormed up here, the father tried to go after her or whatever, and somehow he ended up. Because the thing is, there was a gun. I feel like what may have possibly happened is it could have been the father. They could have actually ended up like shooting each other or something, and the father died here, and then he like went in there and like died in his little panic room. I mean, so many ways they could be taken. But also, it could be. She wrote the suicide letter obviously, you know, someone doesn't write a letter like that to someone else who also isn't alive. I mean, like someone else, like, you know, who they think is, you know, dead. That was like written, like, obviously, you know, with the impression that the guy, you know, was still alive. So I'm thinking what it could have been is that she went in there and did that. The father came over. She was already in there. She was already here with the guy. The father came over to confront him. She was locked in the bathroom. She already, like, went to the bathroom or something. So who knows? I mean, I don't know if the father actually was here himself. Kyle, yo, I think I found your dream. I think I found your dream hoe. Kind of day, let's make a deal. Kind of day, let's make a deal. Does she meet the requirements? Of course, man. 23 years old, blonde, just your type. Sounds good. Send it to.
Poor Jane. All she did was to catch the eye of the wrong man.
So yeah, he was gonna, like, you know, sell her. He was basically gonna, like, trade her off tonight. The way this was it was looking. I don't know. I'm gonna, like, definitely look more into the lore of this, because it's definitely a lot going on here. He said, like, could this be the client? And I felt that was the dad, but he was up here, draped over. So, I mean, my guess is that there was somewhat, like, Plan B, like, was brought in. So I'm guessing, like, the father, like, was the one that may have had the gun. And, like, because the brass knuckles, I mean, someone, I think, must have got smacked with the brass knuckles. I mean, obviously, they definitely struggled. It's just really hard to just kind of, like, really place what the hell all happened here. I mean, I'm gonna definitely be looking into, like, the lore of this, where just so I, like, see, like, you know, if there's, like, an actual... Because that's the thing about this. With, like, Power Wash Simulator, you just clean up the jobs or whatever. And, like, they got, like, a little story there you can kind of, like, piece together. But with this, like, this stuff is, like... There's some Batman-level stuff going on here. Like, I feel like I need detective vision from, you know, the Arkham series. The thing is, there's not really any more evidence is the thing. Okay, let me go ahead and... This is not much more to this job, though, at least. Okay, so let's get in here and do this. Wait, hold on, let me... So you seem like a footstep right there, so it makes you wonder, like, if one of them, Because it makes me wonder, because the thing is, she was in here during the lockdown, so it makes you wonder if, like, what happened was the guy went in there and, like, actually initiated that lockdown, and she was, like, you know, stuck in here. Because think about it. If the father was coming over trying to intervene and stuff or whatever, the guy could have, like, tried to take out her father and everything and left her stuck in here. So that way, you know, the father couldn't, like, you know, bring her home. And so that way the guy could come over and end up, like, you know, taking her and everything. It's a very screwed up way to look at it, whatever. But again, that's the thing. There's, like, a footstep here, and I know it's not supposed to be mine because I'm not supposed to, like, leave tracks anymore. There's just so much going on here, like, you know, so many layers, like, definitely more than an onion here. And the only thing that's really, like, you know, that's really, like, you know, 100% certain about is this is a very screwed up situation. But I will say I'm definitely am enjoying this game more and more. Again, I like the fact that they're definitely, you know, the devs are going in with, like, you know, the storytelling that's definitely deep and everything. And they're definitely, like, making sure, like, tell, like, you know, go to links you probably, like, wouldn't really see, like, the others go. I know, like, you know, subject matter of this mission would be, like, something, like, a lot of people probably, like, feel like would be taboo to do in a game. But I will say I am kind of just hoping that the other missions won't be as, you know. And cause I've got like a thick stomach, I guess. But obviously, like, I kind of like think about those who may be watching this that definitely could be, like, you know, affected by this. That's obviously something I definitely, you know, have a concern about.
Cleaning comes before fixing.
Okay, there it is. Okay, there we go. Now I can rotate it. Yeah. Okay, the blood's done. All the blood's cleaned up. We just gotta get rid of the garbage bags. Get rid of the trash. Move the furniture back in place, and we're done with this. Yeah, this mission definitely did hit hard. I'm ready to be out of here. Definitely, like, one of the more beautiful spots. Good grief, like, you know, this went south. Yeah, it's just because, like, the moment I saw that, the first thing I was kind of, like, concerned about was, like, you know, I really am hoping, like, you know, people watching this are okay, because I know, like, this could probably be triggering, and I didn't expect that. I mean, I kind of, like, figured it might happen, that it might go that way, but I was really kind of hoping it wasn't, not just for you guys. I mean, obviously, you know, in the sense that, you know, as an NPC, I still was wanting her to pull it through. Trust me when I say, like, you know, when I played, you know, through Telltale's The Walking Dead, I cried like an absolute bitch. There's so many parts of that game. Because I got, like, so connected to the characters. And that's just how I am. I'm someone who, even though I know they're fictional characters, you know, I'm empathetic or whatever. You know, it's... I remember, like, when I played Telltale's The Walking Dead, I mean, I got hit so many times. When I watched Game of Thrones, I basically got to the point I was like, I don't even want to get attached to anyone anymore, because every time I get attached to a character or whatever, I end up, you know, getting, you know, my nerves wrecked. But the thing is, to me, that's, like, always, like, you know, what is a sign of really well done storytelling. You know, when you basically have, like, these characters who don't really exist. You know, who don't actually exist or whatever. You know, they're either actors playing them, or they're just digital constructs that look like people and everything, but they're really just, you know, part of the game, part of the story or whatever, but they don't actually exist. I mean, and there's definitely been, like, plenty of times where, you know, good examples, like the Game of Thrones hit me hard, like, quite a few times. You know, just because I grew so attached to a lot of the characters. The Walking Dead, even though I never actually finished The Walking Dead, there was so many spots in that one, like, both in the show and also in the Telltale games, and I still haven't actually played the entirety of the Telltale games. You know, that hit me really hard at a few points. And that's, like, a sign, like, it sounds like really, you know, is really done as well as, like, from a story standpoint, when you're playing something and, you know, playing or watching something, these are characters that really, you know, basically make you feel like that, you know, you get concerned for them and want the best for them, even though they aren't real, and you treat them like they're real people. Well, hold on. I said there was, like, something. It said I got everything. No, I'm going back. They said I was done. It's because I stepped downstairs. There was still something upstairs. There was that one thing upstairs I need to go back and get. No, we're going to go back and get that, Rogues. If I can. Or I may just do it off stream. Okay, at least we can. Yeah, for anyone who's on the Discord, I'm about to actually call it after I do a little bit of upgrading or whatever. For anyone who's on the Discord server, if you want to watch a little, like, we're gonna like do like a little watch party for like something. So if anyone wants in on that, you can meet me in the movie night voice chat in a bit, and we'll watch something. But yeah, that episode hit hard. It really did. Or not episode, that mission hit hard. But I'll say from a story standpoint, to me, it was the best one in the game so far. I mean, we've only done 3. So far, that was like probably the best one, but, jeez, that got dark, guys. Oof. All right, so I got 7 points. We're gonna definitely like go. I'm gonna go and do this. Increase all the stats. Just do that. And then afterwards, we're gonna go ahead and what else do we want to do? Pressure washer. Is there anything I can do with the pressure washer? No. Where was that one thing? I was thinking about the clean detergent in general. Yeah, I need 2 for the ozonator. But I think I'm gonna go increase duration of cleaner sense by 1 second. Reduce the cooldown time of cleaner sense by 1 second. See, that's gonna be nice to have too. I can use that like going back on the previous things. I guess do the thing for the additional mop. Yeah, whatever. Guess what? At least increase the speed of using mouse by 10%, so I can at least like get down to these. And seeing that right there is gonna be great too. Like where they can no longer leave bloodstains. I really want that. All right. Ice Cold Bobby. Hold on. Please tell me it's actually bad. Is there vocals to this? It's bad. When the song's more of a hit when the rapper ain't talking. It's bad when the instrumental has... Just picture this guy goes to his concerts, and like it's someone that brings him out, like, all right, give a round of applause for Ice Cold Bobby, and literally they just play the music and everyone applauds, but the moment he steps on stage or whatever, like, and starts rapping or whatever, everyone just starts throwing tomatoes at him, or just like starts walking out of the just walking out of the stadium or arena or wherever it is that he's the concert hall. Like the music plays, there's just a microphone up on the stage, and everyone just is just vibing and just cheering and applauding, and then the moment he steps on stage or whatever, everyone just like starts walking out. But yeah, like I said, like that little bit I heard, and that is like what we had that, and then we get to the 3rd mission, everything goes dark. But it's just I'm hoping that the next mission picks things back up and we get some more comedy, because that one part, like I didn't like the whole thing with Ice Cold Bobby. Like when he was trying to rap, like in the spa and that recording thing, that was yeah, that was hilarious. But he's still not as bad as like other people I've heard try to rap. But anyways, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start calling it here. We're gonna go into a raid. Don't know who all is gonna be on at like 11 a.m. 1 a.m. That's the word. But yeah, tonight was fun. I'm definitely going to put like some disclaimers, like, in the title of my the stream on Twitch, and also in the description on YouTube, because that did get dark and I did not expect that. So, but still, this was definitely like, a really fun stream this night. I'm enjoying this game even more. But hopefully we get back to a little more lightheartedness in this. I mean, I know this is supposed to be a dark game, no doubt about it, but that mission did definitely hurt. It stung a lot. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and kind of get things together here for a raid, see who's on. Okay. Seeing 2 people like I've raided recently and everything. Let's see if there's anyone else. I don't know if anyone's playing Crime Scene Cleaner. But, raid browser. Yeah, there's some people playing it. Um. All right, let me see. Okay, there's someone right here. It looks like they're actually on the very, like on the first mission. Okay, let's see what we got going on here.
Something about the body physics kind of sends me.
You're not the only one. All right, yeah, I think that this should be cool. Yeah, they got like, you know, let me actually go and just take another quick gander at things here. Where's they got a... Okay. All right, so the thing is, all right, so guys, they're at 139. Let's get them to 140 at least. Get them like to that next, like, you know, get them like, you know, 10 away from 150. So tonight, guys, we are going to be raiding Snowmelon. Let me get their info here. And we're going to get this show on the road. I know I've definitely like raided like a lot of VTubers recently and everything. Like it's actually I did consider at one point, you know, like trying to like see if I can find something for like, you know, basically, you know, like an avatar of like me like wearing my gas mask, wearing my, you know, my channel thing, because the whole thing's like you know, my red and white gas mask. Because that actually is, for those who don't know, that actually is an actual physical mask that I use like in my time hauling acting. So I was considering it at one point, but I got way too many collectibles I like displaying or whatever, but who knows. All right, so raid channel Snowmelon. All right, and they're currently playing this. They're on the first mission, so obviously, guys, I of course will say no spoilers for like any missions you guys have seen me play. Definitely let them enjoy it at their own pace. And of course, I'm not hearing any. Where's my volume? There it goes. Okay, so
Excuse me.
he's really clearing that throat. Welcomes.
Please let me turn this off. I want to turn this off.
All right, masquerade. All right.
Caught stealing? What do you mean? I was just coughing. You caught me coughing. Gesundheit, thank you.
They ain't gonna need it anymore. Just like, you know, just take all of it, like, and, you know, upgrade, like, you know, so you can save your daughter, dude. I've been doing it. No shame in that.
Okay.
Playing devil's advocate here. Anyways, guys, there's the raid thing here. So yeah, Master was through the masquerade. That's the thing.
These are no ordinary plants.
We know that. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna go raid Snowmelon, and then for those in the Discord, like for whatever like is we're about to watch, see you guys there. But until next stream, which will be sometime later today for Shinobi Art of Vengeance, for next episode of that. Much love. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me for this, and for Chrono Trigger earlier, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you for watching.